What's going on, everybody? I'm Kevin from Cigar Prop, and we actually have a lounge update to where we actually got something done. The contractor just finished up grinding our floors. So look at this beautiful concrete. Now, it was fresh concrete. There wasn't anything really wrong with it. It was just when they built the trusses on site, they snapped lines on the concrete with red chalk. We talked about that before. I couldn't get the red chalk up, and then the electricians marked on the concrete the little symbol where the electrical outlets would go. Those wouldn't come up, so that was the contractor's bad. So he knew that we did not want the concrete ground or marked up. So he came out here. He does epoxy floorings and stuff like that. So he has the equipment to grind the floors. Now, the rest of our whole house is nothing but concrete, acid etched concrete as well. So I knew the equipment I had to rent at Home Depot. It looks like a floor buffer, but they have like sanding pads on there. So I could have done that myself. Been a couple $100, you know. I think last time I rented it, maybe $150 for the day for the sanding machine and the pads. Creates a ton of dust. You couldn't believe the amount of dust. He has the equipment that contains the dust. Nothing on the walls. He got the concrete, and the benefit of having him do the concrete as well with the professional equipment, just some of the dig marks, and you know, from where they smoothed out the concrete. Nobody does acid stain concrete, so it wasn't super like fine finish smooth. They left some marks in there, which wasn't going to be a big deal, but having him come out and take care of the flooring just smoothed everything out, and we've got a nice polished surface that has, I mean, you can see, you know, that's just the concrete, the light and dark areas. That's gonna stain over quite nice. Some people have been asking about the stain that we're using, because I have mentioned that before. So we're using a stain from a company called Concrete Camouflage. I've been using them in my various projects for, 12 years now, more than a decade. Like I said, the rest of my house is done. When we put the last edition on, we use product from them as well. Comes in a liquid form. So basically what I'll do is Jessica and I will get in here, we'll mop until there's no dust on the floor, nothing left. We will mask up on the walls with some real thick paper masking. And then we basically apply this product in a bug sprayer, some kind of fertilizer sprayer, whatever. And then we'll just douse the floors with it, and we'll just let it sit. Now, with the rest of the house, you watch until, because you can gradually see it getting darker. And then once it kind of looks achieving the result you want, you get in there and then you neutralize it, because it's an acid, with some baking soda and vinegar, or is it ammonia? One of the two. I don't know. I don't remember. And then that stops that process. Then you mop. Then when you think you're done mopping, you mop and mop again until your rinse water is 100% clean. Then we'll seal the floors, and then we will wax them. So that is a process we're going to be doing some videos on as well, showing you how that process is done. I love this product. Now, I bought enough product. This is 550 square feet. I bought enough product for 600 square feet because I chose onyx. So I chose the blackest of the black that they had. I'm gonna spray it on super heavy. I'm gonna leave it on for a long time because I want these floors pitch black. If you leave it on a little bit lighter, you get like this cool marble effect. Light and dark, you can spray it, heavy in some patterns, light, and you can achieve a marble look. I just want a pitch black floor. And the other benefit of doing an acid stain from like Concrete Camouflage, 600 square feet worth of product. That's sealer, or that's acid etching product, the sealer, and the wax, $313. $313, I will be able to finish 600 square feet of flooring. Where else can you get that? I mean, you're not doing tile, you know, for anything less, you know, than nowadays, you know, especially after the hurricane come through, you know, it's $10 a square foot for tile now. I've heard of some guys, you know, as low as $8, but you know, you figure 550 square feet of tile at $10 a square foot, that would have been astronomical on that price. $313 we're gonna have, you know, a nice acid stained floor. And how well does it hold up? My office, you know, has been, we did that, and I would say half the time, I don't even use an ashtray. I just flick my ash on the floor. I just mop it or just sweep it up with my vacuum once a day or so, mop it twice a year, or wax it twice a year, and that wax is kind of your sacrificial coat. But yeah, the flooring still looks good. Like I said, it looks good in the rest of the house. The rest of the house, the oldest part of the house that we did was probably almost 10 years ago, and I haven't waxed it in probably a year. I need to get on and wax that. But perfect. I mean, there's no track marks from walking, dog scratches, none of that. So this product, Concrete Camouflage, is, I don't want to say it's the best product out there because it's the only product I've ever used. If you're interested, go to concretecamouflage.com. There's no affiliate code or anything else. I bought this out of my own money. They're not paying me to do this, say anything about them. But if you go to their website, there is a series of videos. It's not one long video, a series of video. Step 1, this is what you do to prep. Step 2, step 3, step 4. So it gives you a detailed YouTube videos on how to do every single process along the way. And by the time you're done, you won't have any questions at all. I remember the first time I did it, I watched each of those videos probably 10 times, and I made a game plan, like on the day, okay, day 1, this is what I'm gonna do. Before I started, I made sure I watched that video again and got step 1 done. Got it all done. I watched the second video and then did step 2. And even though I've done this a few times now, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna watch every single one of those videos again just to make sure I get it done right. The only thing when I did in the house, I was painting the walls, so it didn't really make a difference. I just held like a piece of cardboard up against like the walls as I was spraying, you know, the acid on, and some of it did splash up on the walls, and it's a white wall. So then we ended up having to clean the walls with TSP, neutralize that, but I was painting anyway, so I didn't care. The paint we got on here, you know, is the most expensive paint money can buy, so we're definitely papering the walls. We're probably gonna do paper and plastic on the walls just so none of that bleeds through at all. Actually, we'll probably do plastic on the walls first and then paper. That way, if we spray anything on the paper, you know, the paper will soak it up, the plastic will keep it from getting on the walls, versus having the plastic on the outside. If it sprays, it could come down and then leave little puddles where it sprays down. Because if you leave like drops or puddles, like I said, the stain will darken in that spot. That's why I love these videos. These videos just aren't about you showing, or me showing you how I'm doing this. Sometimes talking it out on a video, I think of things that I didn't think about before. So that's why I love doing that. So hopefully, probably in the next 2 weeks, we're probably, I got to get a weekend off work, and we'll get these floors done. So it's going to be a super exciting process. I can't wait for you to see that whole progress of doing the floors, and then finally seeing, once the floors are done, I mean, you know, the door for the humidor, I ordered some ungodly expensive dumb door that's a month back ordered. So that's the last thing, that door. After the floors, it's just the door. So, all right, that's been another lounge update. Oh, forgot to tell you, I'm smoking the new Mythe Cigar. It's real good trash, made by Sinistro Cigars, exclusively for us here at Trash Panda Cigars. So head over to trashpandacigars.com. Definitely pick up some of these new cigars that we just uploaded on the website. And see you next time.